Autofocus is on point for sure. Ooh, it looks really good in the viewfinder, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, dynamic active, let's try that. Dynamic active. Oh, there's a focus map, that's pretty cool. The internal auto reframing. Where am I going on here to activate
On the
that?
menu, movie streaming, crop, do not crop.
And I'm gonna turn it on to crop. It's dual purpose. You get the wide shot here, but you stream the crop that follows you. This is the Sony FX2 from Sony, their new cinema line camera that just came out. It has a very, if not the exact same, or very similar form factor to the FX3 and the FX30, of course, with the addition of the viewfinder. Now, everybody's been sticking their eye on this thing, so do I want to get eye disease right now? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, just to try it out. But let's see what this bad boy is like. All right, so what lens is this? This is the 35 1.4. All right, this is looking extra crispy. But why when I hit the shutter, the visual goes away? That's annoying. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe because the viewfinder has priority. So I mean, this feels okay, but I don't know if this is gonna be my preference over, especially if I'm getting a low shot doing something like this. Ooh, but I do like the position of the metering and the new layout here. Of course, the autofocus is on point. Let me take off the peaking. Switching nicely between the two. This is looking really good. Yeah, there's no SD card in here. I don't have an SD card.
No.
Yes, I would have to take yours, but all right, so the generous Ramon Phoenix is lending me his SD card. Shout out to Ramon. So let's pop that in and let's get some shots. First of all, I want to know why it keeps, okay, the screen, I think I have to change the settings for it to not go off, but all right, here we go. This is 4K 60 frames per second, 180 shutter angle. Let me film Ramon since I know him and I don't want to mess it with anyone's likeness. All right, so it says no memory card in slot 1. All right, so we had to move it to slot 1. Okay, here we go. And change the reel. Okay, perfect. All right, and we are rolling. Nice. Sweet. Let me bump up the ISO here. But I don't know, I have to change the setting because this screen keeps going out and that's annoying me. So there has to be some type of thing in here for this. Hey, what's up? What's up? Let's see. Viewfinder, here we go. Monitor, there we go. It's still not showing. All right, so far I'm annoyed by the FX2, and I don't know why, because I don't know how to get this off the screen. Maybe it's in some sort of demo mode. That could very much be it. But all right, here we go. I guess I have to use the viewfinder. There we go. All right. Ooh, it looks really good in the viewfinder. I'm not gonna lie. It actually looks really nice. All right, and then. Oh, that's why I can't change the ISO. Okay. No, I don't want it on auto ISO.
Growing all the way.
Oh my God. I don't know why I can't control the ISO. There we go. It's annoying me. All right, here we go. And let's tap on that. Autofocus is on point for sure. And let's see what sort of image stabilization. Let's turn that on. Let's do, ooh, dynamic active. Let's try that. All right, here we go. Dynamic active. All right, and can't go too far. Alright, so I don't know, it feels very similar to my FX3. I pre-ordered this, but I'm getting it from B&H, so if I don't like it, I'm returning it. But first impressions feels super familiar. I wish I just knew how to get this thing off the screen. This has to be some sort of demo thing because it won't go away.
The big 6 menu.
Yeah, I'm like, go away. Bro, if that's it, I'm gonna be mad. If it was that simple. No, wait, no, it's rolling now. Hold on.
Maybe
Home.
that was set to-
All right, I don't know. Let's try it now. Let's try it. All right, here we go. And let's change the focus to, oh, there's a focus map. That's pretty cool. All right, let's do continuous. And all right, here we go. Handheld.
Should probably be in this area. They said she was going to be this. Okay, yeah.
Ramon, can you stand right here? I can't even get that high too. That's the thing.
Oh, take care. Have fun.
And then Ramon, come a little closer. All right, I will say this stabilization is on point. I will say that. Dynamic stabilization. Let's just do active because that punched in a lot.
Go back.
Yeah. Let me turn sideways, Ramon. There we go. Okay, so I played with it. It feels very familiar, but am I like, I gotta have it? I mean, I don't know. Let me take a photo with it. Let's take a photo. Because I know Canon and Lumix, I know how those perform. Let's see how the FX2 performs. All right, 3, 2. Let's see, I have it in still mode, but it did not. Movie starts recording. I can't take a photo, guys. I can't figure out how to take a photo. It's on still mode. Rec starts with movie shoot button. Still image shoot is invalid in this mode, but I'm not in movie mode. Let's see, mode over here, that's function. I can take off the stabilization. I'm baffled, guys. I really am baffled. Do I have to look through the viewfinder or something? Is there anyone from Sony who can help me?
Should be switching up. What happened here?
All right, so it's not me.
No, I didn't hear.
I thought I was crazy. Like, I don't know how to use a Sony camera
You're
no
not
more.
crazy. It's just easy to blame everybody.
How do you feel about the Sony FX2? Why the heck did Sony come out with this?
Why did Sony come out with it?
Yeah, do you have any insight?
I do have insight. I actually trained on this camera for 2 days, so.
All right,
And
talk
I love
to me.
it. Okay, there it is. Okay.
What was the issue?
When in doubt,
Clutch it out?
reset.
All right, so talk to me about this camera.
Yeah, so it's two
Who is
full
this for? Yeah.
The camera is a cinema camera, so it's dedicated towards entry-level filmmakers who are at a film school, need a B camera, need a right-angle viewfinder for whatever reason. And basically, this camera was fully designed with the end user in mind. Like, whatever people said and threw at us that they wanted an inside of camera, they tried to go ahead and push it in.
So couldn't the A74 do
It
it?
is an A74 on steroids, although we cannot officially say it's the same sensor.
But it is.
However, it does have dual base ISO integrated into it, so the signal to noise ratio is extremely, the ceiling is a lot higher for this camera than A74.
These are what, 800 and 4,000, right?
Yeah, correct. So it has a, plus you can run uninterrupted for up to 13 hours. You can power it on USB PD.
So question, why, I'm curious, like, why isn't Sony coming out with anything like 6K or 8K in it? When you have like
Well, this
the
is the
S1...
imager. This is the imager. So it is 8K imager, the downsample. So it is
It's downsampled 8K.
Yeah, it is downsampled.
Okay, well, do you?
But it does 4K, so it does 4K, 60, and Super 35.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me try that out because I was wondering how annoyed I would be by
4K
that.
30 is at full frame.
So no insight on if they're coming out with something that is in the 6K range. Nothing.
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So okay. Thank you so much.
No,
Thank
there's
you.
absolutely no truth in that right now. I mean, honestly, we are dedicated to fully marketing this camera right now for what it is, and then seeing what happens in the fall. Obviously, there are a lot of things going on in the world that kind of, I feel like, personally, I feel are cost prohibitive for us to move forward with some like in the upper echelon range where we need to go. But I mean, it could all change. I mean, but I don't know anything.
So wasn't the entry camera the FX30
That is FX2,
for
correct.
cinematographers, like the
And
beginner
it's Super
cinematographer?
35, but this is full frame.
I got you.
So if
We
you
got a Y too.
if you need a B camera for
Ramon, can you take a
Venice,
photo
we're
of
on
me? I'm just curious.
FX3, FX6.
With him, yeah?
I know, I'm just in
Plus
general.
dynamic
Yeah.
auto framing. You're taking a lot of different tools using the new AI components for auto framing, which for me, that makes this whole camera into a one-man band.
The auto
So-
framing. So how does the auto framing work on here? Let's try it out.
Just set up over there with it.
All right.
So there's an improvement of the color science with this sensor?
Yeah, well, the logarithmic is definitely for Venice. It's
Refresh
great
them.
with it. Sorry? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right. How do I test out this auto reframing? I'm really interested in that.
Has the same AI technology as the ZVU one, yeah?
Yeah, C200, FR7, FX. No, that's about it. Yeah. Turn on the auto framing here for FX.
Yeah, it should be in the main user menu.
Yeah. I'm definitely curious to how that.
So I like how it takes
Left at the top.
Yeah, I switched the mode. It was on PP11, so it was looking very flat. I just took off the picture profile completely. Yeah, I'm gonna.
But it's good.
Yeah, I'm
Better than the others that we had. It's close to the
Yeah, it's a new menu.
R5.
Down.
A7 R5.
One quick second.
Okay. Yeah, and the A7R5 is more than this. Yeah.
Keep going. All the way down.
I think I might have to go with the B&H because I don't know how I'm feeling. I don't know how I'm feeling.
I feel like when you,
Hey, how do you do the auto framing?
I'm gonna ask you, why are the ports exposed?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of
Is
that.
that you would have two cinema, two full frame cameras,
Right.
FX2 and 3. If you're
Right.
doing any shoot like B camera, it's a decent B camera.
Yeah, and it is good to switch immediately to photography. So that is a good look.
Okay.
Yes. So if we're like, doing video and photo for something, I feel like that's a good look. So
Give me the display.
Is it weather sealed?
Yes.
Because I know that
The ports are open.
Yeah.
But apparently they're better sealed than FX3.
Huh.
Yeah.
but if water gets in there, it's done. I would think. Like if you're shooting on a rainy day or a misty day, I can't imagine that being safer than being closed.
You can try it on your camera, not mine. I'm not going there.
Yeah, no. Rain shoots start at 10K. Gotta hire an umbrella person. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So, if you look,
You want me
this
to?
is the auto frame.
Yeah, let's look at. Yeah, let's use Ramon.
Yeah, let's get back.
Okay.
Get back.
All right, let's roll on this. I put a card in there. Okay.
Yeah. Keep going.
Should he come closer or? But when you say it's auto framing, let me see back.
This
Yeah.
is basically what it's trying to do to track a subject's motion.
Right, but
And
now
so
is the
it's
frame
giving you
getting
quadrants.
wider or tighter though? I
No,
can't
remember,
tell.
it's so you're in full frame, but it's cropping it. So it's
Wait,
cropping it
did it-
internally and using an AI engine.
But so what am I gonna see in post? So wait, Ramon, can you stand here and then back up and then walk closer?
It works
Alright, let
a
me give it
lot
a shot.
better if you have it. Go back quite
Okay,
a bit.
yeah,
This
alright.
lens really isn't probably the best one for this.
Okay. So
Hit him, yeah.
so now what is happening in post? What am I gonna see? This still
This.
wide view? I'm gonna
Yeah,
see
this
the
is what's being
square.
recorded.
I'm seeing everything. I'm not just
That's
seeing
in
the
the
square.
square.
Everything that's in the square is what's being recorded. All right, hold on, wait a minute. So let me go back to play. What did I? Is this what I just? Hold on, that's not what I just recorded. I don't know. Hold on, I don't know if I can play it back on here. Oh, here we go. I don't know if this is.
I don't know if you can either.
I don't know. That's not it. That's not it. Wait a minute. I don't. That's the photo. What the heck was that? Hold on. Let me see something.
Back.
Try to get
Yeah.
up here.
Alright. It's rolling. Okay, then come. Okay.
Hey Jay, it outputs to the card the crop, right? It's outputting the crop to the card.
You can select. Actually, you can select either
Original or crop.
Yes,
okay.
that's correct.
All right. So how do,
Jay is basically the project manager for this camera.
okay.
he's
So
pretty well-
how do I activate that? The internal auto reframing. Where am I going on here to activate
on the
that?
menu?
All right. So menu, auto. Okay.
Yeah.
Auto reframing settings.
Okay.
It's on. Okay. And then now, how do I decide what's being saved to the card?
So, can I borrow for one more?
Yeah, yeah.
So normally what I do is, you do the auto framing, I always create a shortcut. The most easy way here, first of all, automation, customization, because you got like all the shortcuts.
Right.
Normally I just set number 1, which is here,
Okay.
became the auto frame.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So in the next time, if I want the auto framing, I can just off and auto framing on.
Okay, great.
Right?
Now, how do you change what's being recorded to the card?
Okay, and it should be under auto framing setting. Movie streaming, crop, do not crop.
Okay.
So movie recording, do not crop. HDMI, crop. So
Okay.
that means when you record to the card, it's not crop. The HDMI output is crop.
Okay,
Because sometimes,
so-
for example, you want to do the live streaming, right?
Right.
I wanted the live streaming is cropped.
Okay.
So all the audience is cropped. But
Nice.
my card here is still full size because in the post.
All right, so let's do the same motion twice. One that's not cropped. So let's do the first one. Do not crop, right? All right, so, all right. Yeah, Ramon, you start right there, and then
Press 5.
5.
Auto framing.
All right, let me start auto framing on, okay? And then, good, great. And you can get some wide shots of this too, all right? Okay, and then now back out Ramon, right? Okay. This is with the auto framing, do not crop to the card, all right? And then I'm gonna stop. Now, in the menu, I'm gonna go to auto framing, and I'm gonna turn it on to crop, and try that mode. All right, and then I'm gonna turn on the auto framing, and then Ramon gonna come towards me again. All right, and then back out a little bit too, okay? And let's stop that, let's see.
Because I don't think the crop is optional right now.
Oh,
Let me
okay,
just see, yeah?
okay.
I think what happened is the cropping is on, but the cropping. Because one of the things is, let's select the head level. That probably is even better.
Okay.
Start with tracking. So we are wrong. See? We are currently at animal tracking. That's the reason
Okay.
it doesn't tracking hand.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
So what we need to do is basically on animal tracking.
I'm glad that Sony knows
Yes.
that we are animals.
Set the animal?
Yes.
It was?
All right,
Set the what?
all right. It was set.
Okay, now it's good. Do you mind going back?
Yeah. Okay, thanks so much, Ramon. Okay. All right, so now let's turn on the auto
see the bar?
reframing. Yeah.
Now,
All right.
now you see the box?
Okay, let's
That's
record. Let's record, right? All
Oh, I think it's over there.
right, let's
You
roll.
can always click him.
All right. Yeah. All right, so this is with the. All right, this is good. People are walking and it's keeping it. Okay. Okay, and then come back in, Ramon. All right. All right, let's cut and let's play that back. I'm curious to see.
Because this one is a little bit too wide.
Yeah,
Normally
it is
we
a
need
bit
a very
wide.
wide lens.
Yeah, a wider lens.
Normally if
okay.
I have a very wide lens, then we'll do.
Okay, so it recorded the crop. I see. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. You can go wider because I can also cut to this shot. All right, so
That's RSD, right?
RSD.
We have our SD card.
Yeah, Ramon's card in here, which he's not gonna format at all.
No, it's format.
No, I meant like we're not. Yeah. All right, so now let's go back to the crop.
Must be heaven for you. You're the gear lady.
Yeah. All right, so now I go back to where was that crop mode again?
Auto framing is in the autofocus on autofocus menu, right?
Sorry?
Where's that cropping?
Should be shooting
mode?
option.
Shooting option. Okay. So now that was with the crop, and now we could record without the crop. So when you record it without the crop, it doesn't save that data though. You're just. So then, what's the point of recording it without the crop? Is to send the HDMI with the crop?
Because sometimes you want to keep control, right? Because if you want, for example, if you're recording a wedding, you're streaming at the same time, right?
Right.
You want the streaming people see the crop, but I want to keep the master source. Then I can.
Gotcha. You still rolling, right, Doug? Okay, cool. All right, so this is let's see. This is auto framing on with no crop, but the HDMI out is the crop, and then you come in a bit. All right, and this is without the auto framing crop. Okay, I get it. So it's dual purpose. You get the wide shot, but you stream, kind of like the iPad following thingamajigger. And then photography, you just switch to the still, and you get your image. Okay, that's the only thing that confuses me.
This particular camera here is having, because this is a pre-production camera.
Okay, this is a pre-production.
There are only 4 in the country right now.
4 of these in the
Here.
country?
That's it, yeah.
Wow.
This particular one, which we've already is having issues switching to still and video.
Okay. All right, so if you guys just want to send this one to me afterwards,
Yeah,
then.
no, please.
Thank you so much. Your name is
Gene.
Gene. Thank you so much, Gene. I'm a huge.
Yep.
I'll show you 2 tricks.
Yeah. I'm a huge Sony fan.
there are
so.
I want to
We're
show
all
you.
still learning in this one too.
Yeah. Show me some tricks.
I want to show you 2 tricks.
All right. Gene's gonna show me some tricks.
Most people they don't know about it.
All right.
First of all, now I carry this camera every day with me, right?
Okay.
I use a 35mm lens with me all the time. That's
Okay.
for a reason.
Okay.
Actually, with one single lens, 35mm 1.4,
Okay.
I can pretty much use at 35, 50, and 75.
Wait. You're saying this lens can be used at 35, 50, and 75. Okay, so
Almost.
Okay,
right?
talk to me. Now you're speaking my
Now
language.
speaking your
Now
language.
you know.
Because for the entry filmmaker, it's important, right?
Yeah, to be able to have those focal lenses.
Spend one of them.
Okay.
Let's see. The process. First of all, I want to map this button to
Right.
be Super 35 mode.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, you get the extra punch
Yes.
with Super 35. Like with the A7R3, that's what I do
Then I
there.
go to the customer shooting. During the
Right.
customer shooting, and you see here, always a lens number 2, right?
Right.
Default is focus hold.
Right.
And for me, I always going to the Super 35 mode.
Okay.
Now.
Wonderful.
35mm.
Wait, let's just record. Okay.
Yeah, 35mm. And you need a stop.
Oh, stop. Okay. Then you jump
this
in.
one, Super 35 mode.
Super 35.
Right,
Okay, so
that's-
now it becomes a 50.
Yep, 50.
Nice.
Right? Now I can punch in another use clear image zoom.
Clear
This
image
is more
zoom.
75.
75.
Right?
Ah.
75,
50, 35. All right, I'll give you that. I like that.
Single lens, you got a 3
Redeemable. That's redeeming. I like that.
For professional or for cinematic production,
Yeah.
it's a little bit low, right?
Okay.
But for future filmmaker, for personal use, there's no use.
Perfect. Yeah.
I'll show you a second trick.
Okay, second tricks.
Okay, second trick, and let's see here. Let me just go into there. First of all, let me show you how to set it, right? Going to there, you need to go into the shooting option. That's one of the options here. Because we connect to the remote shoot. Let me stop.
Okay.
Let me disconnect the Wi-Fi. Okay. That's good. Yeah, sorry about that because
No,
we
no,
have
no.
multiple demos. It's a
Yeah,
little
no, this is totally fine.
So. Options here. See, that's one option. Auto create still image.
Okay.
It's under shooting option, same as auto framing.
Okay.
You select on, right?
Okay.
So now what you can do is, give me one moment. There's one more button here. There's one button there. I needed to figure out that one. Here. Okay, now I got it right. So now I got a shutter button. I add a function as a shoot mark. Add a shoot mark. So now, do you mind maybe just jump a little bit in front?
Right.
So now we have him jump front a little bit, and when he's moving, I can take a short mark. Short mark number 1, short mark number 2, short mark number 3.
But what does the short mark do? What is...
I will show you.
Okay.
See?
Processing.
Create the image.
Okay. And that's why you were rolling video.
Yes. Now, if I go back to there are 2 things. Number 1,
We have the video.
yeah, you see on the timeline, I have the small dot.
Yeah.
That's a dot is short mark. That
Okay.
means that's a good moment. Right?
Oh,
Think about
okay.
if you're a wedding photographer, you're wedding, the bride, the groomsman ready to kiss.
Right.
In the kiss, tick, 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 tick.
But is it also a photo though?
Yeah.
Okay, because
You're
if it
smart,
wasn't,
See? Photo number 1, photo number 2, photo number 3.
Interesting. Okay.
See?
I see.
That's a video we are recording you, right? You see that 3 dots?
So it allows you to take photo and video at the same time. So similar to the iPhone where you're in video mode and you can take a photo, it's pretty much allowing you to do that. Can you change what format that still is, or is it always going to be JPEG?
It's always be JPEG.
It's always gonna be
And
JPEG.
It's like a frame grab.
It's a frame grab. Okay. Okay. Sweet.
Really depends on how people want to use, right? Can be very,
Right. Thank you so much, Ramon Phoenix.
Yeah, you
So I'm the chef girl. You got the Sony FX2 recipe. Lots of good tidbits in the video. So definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. I definitely want to hear what you guys think because I'm going to be getting this camera soon anyway. So let's talk it out and let's make the best decision. I'm the chef girl. You got the recipe. Nice. Gee.